Childish Carol Vorderman under fire as she slams Prince William and King Charles. Carol Vorderman has slammed the financial gains of King Charles and Prince William as grubby and shocking in an explosive tweet blasting the secretive way she feels they've earned their millions. She has taken to social media to express her dismay over the king, the prince, and their secret millions. The new documentary shedding light on the royal family's finances, and the subject stirred controversy among her nearly 1 million followers. It's not secret the accounts are publicly available. Are you suggesting the NHS, a landlord itself with one of the biggest property portfolios in UK, should not be treated on commercial terms? Well, what a childish, ridiculous, erroneous take. One tweeter blasted. While some called for change in an era of hardship and cutbacks, another argued, is it shocking? A big secret? It's been long known that the Duchess bring in pound MS, which they pay tax on. Seems like a bit of faux outrage to me. Sick? Another quizzed. Did you not know any British history? Be outraged by all means, but this is common public knowledge of how the country runs and who owns the land. It's also crown on, so not actually personal to them, as all overseen. It was well-timed distraction though, with a budget done. The reigning monarch and his first in line to the throne both hold a substantial property empire as the sovereign and the Prince of Wales, respectively. King Charles ascended to the throne in 2022 after being Prince of Wales for over 50 years, a title which came with the huge Duchy of Cornwall estate. Since taking on the mantle of king, he has also taken control of the Duchy of Lancaster, which was previously held by his late mother, Queen Elizabeth. Moreover, at the age of 42, Prince William inherited the title of Prince of Wales and assumed the duties of the Duke of Cornwall, thus becoming the head of the Duchy of Cornwall. These titles come with fortunes and vast stretches of land from which their estates can derive profit. A recent probe revealed that they receive rental payments from bodies including Marie Curie, the NHS, and the Ministry of Justice, reports the Mirror. In the past, the range of landholdings owned by the king and his successor was accessible to government scrutiny. However, Channel 4's Dispatches and the Sunday Times' Fresh Expose has disclosed the king's handsome tax-free income, estimated at around £610 million. Official paperwork highlights charges levied for activities such as river crossings, unloading goods on shores, laying cables beneath various beaches, running educational establishments, charities, and even for grave digging. The Duchy of Lancaster and the Duchy of Cornwall, acting as landlords, have an agreement with the Treasury that exempts them from paying taxes on their corporate profits. However, it's important to note that the duchies are not directly funded by the British taxpayer but rather through leases and contracts in the names of King Charles and Prince William. In the previous year, the Duchy of Lancaster generated a staggering £27.4 million for King Charles, while the Duchy of Cornwall brought in £23.6 million for Prince William. These funds can be used at their discretion, whether it be to maintain private residences, supplement personal income, or pay their staff. According to annual reports filed by the Duchess, the Duchy of Cornwall owns 3,536 properties, while the Duchy of Lancaster holds 1,874. And the NHS has agreed to pay the Duchy of Lancaster a substantial £11 million over 15 years to rent a warehouse for ambulances. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Justice pays the Duchy of Cornwall £1.5 million annually for Dartmoor Prison. Despite Carol labeling the earnings as secretive, however, the financial reports for both duchies are publicly available each year. A spokesperson for the Duchy of Lancaster responded to the public critique, clarifying to the Mirror, the Duchy of Lancaster manages a broad range of land and property assets. It is self-financing and does not receive any public funds in connection with its activities. It publishes an annual report and accounts that is independently audited and available to view on its website and complies with all relevant UK legislation and regulatory standards applicable to its range of business activities. After the documentary aired, a spokesperson for the Duchy of Lancaster informed the Times, the Duchy of Lancaster operates as a commercial company, managing a broad range of land and property assets across England and Wales. It complies with all relevant UK legislation and regulatory standards applicable to its range of business activities. While His Majesty the King takes a close interest in the work of the Duchy, the day-to-day management of the portfolio is the responsibility of the Council and Executive team. The financial and environmental performance of the Duchy is disclosed each year in our published report and accounts, which are independently audited and freely available on the Duchy of Lancaster website. The Duchy has made a number of key environmental improvements in recent years, delivering a significant increase in the number of A+, A and B EPC ratings awarded to our properties as a result of refurbishment or restoration works. Moreover, a representative for the Duchy of Cornwall stated, The Duchy of Cornwall is a private estate with a commercial imperative which we achieve alongside our commitment to restoring the natural environment and generating positive social impact for our communities. Prince William became Duke of Cornwall in September 2022 and since then has committed to an expansive transformation of the duchy. This includes a significant investment to make the estate net zero by the end of 2032, as well as establishing targeted mental health support for our tenants and working with local partners to help tackle homelessness in Cornwall.